Hello everybody, welcome back to Throttle Grotto. This week we're going to work on part 2 of getting this coolant tank stress bar all figured out. Stay tuned. Alright everybody, I apologize for the delay in getting this video out to you. I had to work over the weekend and unfortunately didn't have time to make a video. So, but I have some good news on the coolant tank stress bar. It is, well, it's as welded together as I'm going to be able to get it. I did go to the welding store and got some a different tungsten. I got a gray tungsten for my welder instead of the green one, which worked tons better. That actually, well, I'll see if I can show you guys here. I actually laid down, oh come on, there we go. I actually laid down what would be considered a bead. Not a great one, but the welder started to work a lot better with it, with the correct tungsten for the machine. So I don't know why I had a green one, but I had a green one. So this is where we're at with this piece right now. The ends are on. It is still hollow. You can still see all the way through it. So I have made these little pieces here, these little circles that need to get welded into the ends. And then we need to have a way to fill it. So I have fish-mouthed a piece of tubing that will go onto the tube just like this. I'll see if I can show it to you a little better. Kind of like that. And then I'll drill a hole in it, and then we'll cut this down, and this threaded piece that I got on Amazon, which is an 1.5" threaded coolant tank cap, will get welded on there. Of course it'll get welded on there straight, but that will allow us to actually thread a cap onto this piece. So I should get started finishing up the welding on here so that I can move to the next step. So the next step is this piece onto here, and then we'll cut it down to a reasonable height so that I can mount this on the top, and then I'll have to put a hole down in there. Once I cut it off, I'll go down with the hole saw and put a hole inside the tube. That part of it is done. I have got the piece cut down now. So you guys might have caught me in the high speed stuff there, looking back at my toolbox. Well, this is what I was looking at. If you guys haven't been checking the Live at 5 with Jamie from Orchid Euro, I'll put a link down there. You can find him on Instagram, and every day at 5 Eastern he does a live feed where he brings people in from all over the country, all over the world, and watches or talks to them, brings them on. So if you got a cool project you want to share with Jamie, hop on that live feed and talk to him, request in, and so I've been watching his live feeds every chance I get. So so check that out. Okay, so I forgot that my camera battery died when I went to punch the hole through the tube, but basically I just used a tapered tapered drill, step drill, like this, but much larger. So nothing special. You didn't miss much. So now I'm going to tack this threaded sleeve onto the tube that I welded on and cut off, and then we can check it and see if it actually holds water. Well, after multiple hours of grinding aluminum, here's where I'm at now. I've tried to smooth out a bunch of this stuff because I'm probably going to have to build up a little bit around the areas that I've already worked on. But everything, in my opinion, is sealed up. We'll see how valid my opinion is here in a moment. So let's grab the stress bar and the camera, and we'll run out into the backyard and we'll fill this thing up with water, non-pressurized, just to see if it leaks and if it does, how bad it leaks. So it looks like this end leaks quite a bit. How about the other end? The other end appears dry, which is a good sign. I don't see anything leaking from this end. Just a little bit from this side. Not too bad, actually. Okay, so after 3 attempts, sadly I just welded up the whole end of it, and that seems to have worked. So I'm happy with where it's at so far. What I'm not happy with is how much it costs to do this stuff. So just a cost breakdown for you guys. How much it costs to make this piece right here, which really isn't done yet. I still need to come up with, I still need to put the nipple on for the radiator overflow, but I already have that. So the tube I got as a remnant for $23. The end pieces, the scrap aluminum I already had, so I didn't have to pay anything for that. I did buy the plate, that it was 1/4-inch plate, and that was a remnant as well, and that was $10. The cap and the threaded portion for the the fill cap, that was $15 on Amazon, and I have gone through nearly $100 of welding gas. Some of that was on the boost tubing, but I've gone through almost 2 tanks of welding gas doing this project, and then countless hours of sanding and finish work. And I'm not even close to getting it to where I can polish it yet. I'll probably put this, once this thing finishes cooling down, I'll probably put it in the vise and grind some stuff smooth and try to make it look better. But let's see here, 100. I don't know what the total is, but I mean it's a fair amount of money. Now, if I were to buy a stress bar, I would pay probably, let's see here, 100, 15, 25, 125. I'd probably pay $150 for a stress bar. So, but not that one that holds coolant inside of it. The time investment, it's a trade-off. I probably could have cut everything and had someone much better than me weld it, and I probably wouldn't even have had to do any finish work. I've gone through nearly a whole tube of these aluminum welding rods between the two projects. So don't forget to add your materials into your costs of, like if you're gonna weld something up, make sure you add in welding gas, whether it's MIG or TIG. So, and of course, if I was better at welding, it would go faster and I would use less gas. So I can't complain about that too much. Part of the learning process. Hopefully next time I will show you guys a slightly improved looking product here with a nipple in it and mounted back in the car. So it's still way too hot to the touch to mount in the car, but making progress. So that's all the time I have for tonight. Until next time, get out there and work on something.